Innovative books typically cause controversies, and that is definitely the case for Enlightened Populism, Reflections on the News Cycle of a Pandemic. Previously, I addressed the controversy surrounding the Bachelors of Egypt novel, and I intend to do the same for Enlightened Populism. The following is Gemini's answer to the question, what are the main criticisms of Enlightened Populism? Criticisms of Muhammad Nabil's Enlightened Populism, Reflections on the News Cycle of a Pandemic, primarily stem from its unconventional structure and the author's intentional disregard for traditional academic or literary standards. Primary criticisms and observations. In formal linguistic style, the author explicitly warns that the book is based on casual Facebook comments and conversations. Consequently, a major criticism, preempted by the author, is its lack of traditional spelling, punctuation, and grammatical rigor. Reliance on social media discourse. Because the book analyzes media bubbles through the lens of mainstream media comment sections, some may view the source material as superficial or unrefined compared to formal socio-political analysis. Controversial political framing. Nabil positions Enlightened Populism as a middle ground between blind elitism and ignorant populism. Critics of populist theory often argue that such frameworks may inadvertently validate simplistic solutions to complex global problems or reinforce political polarization. Subjective interpretation of events. The book reflects on the news cycle during the COVID-19 pandemic to critique systemic issues like tribalism, cronyism, and systemic bigotry. Readers seeking a neutral, data-driven pandemic analysis may find the author's philosophical and often critical reflections to be highly subjective or politically charged. In summary, the book is designed for readers interested in raw social observation rather than formal literature, making it a target for criticism from those who value academic structure and artsy, linguistic precision. My response to criticism. The book is based on my comments on news posts on Facebook and a selection from the replies that followed. In the book, I inserted screenshots of news headlines and images, along with screenshots of my comments and some replies. Following this methodology, I had a choice to make, either to edit the replies submitted by other people in order to maintain a formal linguistic style, or to present them in the same way they were written to maintain the book's integrity. Apparently, I chose the second option, and that is why in the book description I mentioned that the book is primarily based on casual comments and conversations on Facebook. If you care about spelling, punctuation, and the grammatical structure of a sentence more than the ideas expressed in it, this is not the right book for you. However, I am responsible for the spelling, punctuation, and grammar in my own writings, including this book. The whole purpose of using a language is to communicate with each other. I do not care about spelling, punctuation, or grammar as long as I can understand what you are trying to say. In this specific book, I relied on social media discourse for the analysis of media bubbles. If someone views the material as superficial, this implies that they are dismissing the views of all the people who posted replies to my comments, which I find uselessly offensive and elitist. The source material is surely unrefined, and that is the case for any raw material used for any kind of analysis on behavioral patterns of communication, such as blind elitism, which entails following an expert or an elite blindly on a certain issue without investigating the relevant information, and ignorant populism, which involves relying on feelings or trends to form opinions without investigating relevant information. Furthermore, my own analysis and views were first posted in long-form comments on Facebook, and then screenshots of these comments were included in the last part of the book, and I do not see any shame in that. If I was analyzing the attitudes of socio-political analysts, I would have used their formal socio-political analysis as the raw material. Enlightened populism is a behavioral pattern of communication that involves listening to multiple experts and investigating the information behind their conclusions before making a decision on any issue or forming an opinion. This creates a state which is the exact opposite of validating simplistic solutions to complex global problems or reinforcing political polarization. Readers seeking a neutral, data-driven pandemic analysis may find the author's philosophical and often critical reflections to be highly subjective or politically charged, or they may find them useful.